Leeway on WNYU from Born to Expire. The song was Enforcer. And we did have a request for Leeway going out to Lowell of Hackensack. And we also are talking with AJ in just a second about the new Leeway LP, Born to Expire. Before that, we heard State of Confusion from a Street Trash, the name of the song. Verbal Assault from Learn the Pain. The Enemy 7-inch, which was produced by... What's his name again? Oh, yeah. It's Paul Mahern. Couldn't remember his name. Who was also, of course, in the Zero Boys. So he definitely is still in the music biz. And the song was Listen No More. Lookouts from One Planet, One People the last time. Conflict from the Final Conflict LP is now out. Do you get the picture? And Forced Reality from Better Yet, Connecticut Hardcore Compilation. Don't Let It Happen. Congratulations going out to Mike and Jeremy of Force, who will be going out to see Forced Reality, Freedom of Choice, and Power Surge at the Anthrax Friday night. Also got to say that some of the records heard on Crucial Cast are provided by Venus Records, located on the second floor of 61 West 8th Street. Venus buys, sells, and trades hardcore imports and exports. Now, down to the business of Leeway and the new LP, Born to Expire. AJ, what's up, dude?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No one's here except me.
Yeah, what happened with everyone?
Eddie's missing someplace, and Pokey's, we don't know where he's at. Mikey's home drinking, and I don't know where Cohen's at. He's in Brooklyn.
Well, so it's good to know that you guys are
we're together.
Unified and all that other stuff.
Definitely together.
So the LP, which is coming out when?
Yeah, Monday.
Okay.
Monday.
Now the lineup is a bit different than it has been in the past. What do you tell us about
on
that?
the album, it was Zowie on bass and Tony on drums, and they left and went their own way. And we have Pokey on drums and Eddie Cohen on bass.
Is Zowie, of course, going to Circus
of Power.
Power.
Power. They're playing next week, too, with the Ramones.
This LP has been, I guess you can call it, long in the awaiting and making. What exactly happened in the past year or whatever? Yeah.
Well, it was recorded in 87, so from there it's like a year and a half delay, but it was supposed to be on April, and then it was delayed for a while. And then the next date was Halloween, that was the release date. And then Zowie had a sign release for him. He was on tour with Circus of Power, so they waited another 2 months. And then by that time, it was supposed to be up for Christmas, but the company wasn't going to put it out during Christmas. So here we are. It's coming out Monday.
Okay, now at first it was on, I guess, Black Hotel.
Well, it's Black Hotel Profile.
Right.
So that's pretty much what it is.
So it's a joint distribution and all that. Okay.
Yeah. Now, very, very good time.
There's some of it. As he has a few members, or one member.
No, it actually wasn't their fault at all. It was, just like people leaving the band and getting shit together. It just took time, We had a lot of problems with our lineups. It should have been recorded a long time ago, but then people leave, you have to get, tired again, get new members and get them in the swing of things. It just takes time, If you really want to, write it all out, it would come down to, right now, the album should be out now. But for everyone else, it just seems like a big joke. Yeah, I'll be out 2 months. That was like the biggest joke downtown. I'll be out next month, July. Eddie was saying it 3 months, and the album wasn't even recorded yet. So that's why it took so long. But we're all pleased coming out this week. So, and we're playing,
Right there.
So
the Super Bowl is Super Bowl. Yeah. Don't even bother with Sunday's game. It's just Saturday night, right? Now, on the LP itself, I guess you can kind of call the crossover line has been, gone back and forth. Do you look back on it? Is this how you see it now? Or
when the band even started, it was always had that, different style to it, But if it would have been out earlier, maybe it would have done better for that reason, because back then it wasn't really popular. Now, one of their moms, being Mr. Metalhead or whatever. Something bandwagon. But if it was out in '86, like it was supposed to be out when we were talking about the album, it would have been, I guess, really original, but now everyone's doing it. But it should do well, I guess, with the style of it. We've been playing this shit for 4 years like that, so.
Plus people have been waiting for it,
Oh, yeah. So actually, should help with that. But it does have like a metal sound to it, but it has a lot of different variations to it anyway, so it should be well varied, There's variety to it.
Now with the new members, is it any different from what you hear on the LP itself?
Well, the different players, different caliber of player, but it should be the same type of style. Actually, the new songs we got now are just a little more progressed in it, but I wouldn't say totally, Judas Priest metal, like that. But we ain't gonna play a two-chord, monotony anymore. But we Johnny's still going on. But we still play self-defense for Johnny. No, but it's like the new stuff is like departure. But all the same, it's still Leeway.
Okay. So I guess we could talk about. All right. Well, we played. I wanted to talk like the Enforcer that we just played.
That was on the demo.
Yeah, I know.
Johnny knows that for you.
Was it the same exact? It was a little different mix, I think, right?
Well, that's the Enforcer demo? Oh, yeah, I'm sure it was.
Just a bit.
No, that was like, the Enforcer demo was recorded in '85, and that was like the original members of the band. And listen to it now, it's,
completely.
It's different, it's tight now, it's a song now, whereas before it sounded like, drums going down staircases and the whole schmeal. But we'd only been playing for like a year when that thing was recorded, so back then it was great, we were happy about that, but you just progress, and you gotta just stuck to it, and, we had all these people helping us out. We have Mikey Gibbons, Every time better, it got better.
All right, well, let's hear another track, and we'll talk in a minute. This is The Marathon.
Oh, Marathon, yeah.
Yeah. I surprised him. He didn't know it was going to come on, right? This is Leeway on WNYU's Ecocast Born to Expire. WNYU, that's Leeway. And he's chatting on the phone. It was called Catholic High School Girls in Trouble. And before that, Marathon, not The Marathon, as I had erroneously called it. So what's with the Catholic high school girls, huh? Into that kind of stuff?
That was when me and Jose went to St. John's for the story. And that was his big goof on that. And that's when I was like 3 years old, 4 years old. And, we kept it.
Okay, we're talking about the production on this album, and it was produced by
Christopher Williams.
Renowned
Chris Williamson. It was recorded in Rhode Island at Normandy Sound, and Tom Sawyers engineered it. And it was done like 4 days recording. It was mixed down a couple times, and it was mastered in February.
So whose decision was it to work with Chris?
It was like the band's decision, and he said he had a good deal at the studio. So we took the risk, and it turned out great. Everyone's really happy with it. It's like, it sounds better than what we are. It sounds really good.
Okay, no problems with him there?
Oh, no. He was great. In the studio, he made us work, and if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't have sounded that at all. We'd have been like playing sloppily and just said, forget about it, let's keep that or whatever. If we did it ourselves or something.
He was into the perfection deal?
Yeah, he worked it out. He made us get super tight. Real tight.
Okay, now the show that you're playing, this Super Bowl, speaking of Super Bowl of hardcore, I'm kind of curious, I guess people around here are curious too, how does it go if you're like one of the main top bands? How do you actually book the other band? I mean, how does that whole thing work? People always ask me to get on the shows and they get taken off and all the other stuff. There's all this.
I'm the Grand Poobah, actually. But it was just Chris Williamson's Rock Hotel show. He has this big idea of having hardcore bands play. We don't get a chance to play. So I suggest bands to him. I have friends, whatever. I try to, use my little juice I have to get my friends' bands to play. And people saying like, oh, you can't get on the bill, this and that, blah, blah, It's just, I can't do nothing about it. I can just tell them, like, oh, this band's good, give them a shot, So I got, like, Abomination playing and, Breakdown's going to play, and it's going to be, ordeal. It's going to be great. Hopefully, from there we'll get more shows and, they'll be playing Rock Hotel by themselves and, need a Super Bowl. Okay. So that's how we started, in the same way. Just need a break.
Yeah, you were on with, I think it was a couple of years ago, Warzone was playing, and it was last year.
Oh, we didn't play that Super Bowl. We went on that Super Bowl. We probably did.
There was one, though, where it was like one of these big hardcore deals.
Yeah, the seminar at Urban Plaza.
Oh, right, okay.
That was it July or something? That was with AF and Murphy's Law. And all I remember was very hot. That's all I remember. That was a good show. I remember everyone came down and checked us out. They never saw us before. It's a lot of hardcore bands playing. Kids that didn't, just got into stuff. Never saw us before. And that was one of our better shows. That featured Kevin on bass from the Chromags. That was Poke's first show.
So Kevin isn't working, or he was just filling in?
He just filled in for us. He did a solid, He's with the Chromags.
Right.
We just came back from a little tour with the Chromags.
How'd that go? Where did you go anyway?
It was like the East Coast, like just a small, it was like a stint. It wasn't even a tour, it was like a stint. It was great though, we had a great time. We were all brothers, great time there. We played in D.C. twice and Poughkeepsie. And then I went to Montreal with the Chromags for a few days and hung out with them. So
outside of New York, how was the, reaction to you guys?
I don't know. We haven't been out. Who knows? I don't think anyone knows of us, but that's why, hopefully, the next tour is the Chromags in March, when their album comes out. So we're going to the Chromag tour, and maybe even the Bad Brains.
Really?
So Mackey's going to jump to the Bad Brains now.
Yeah,
so
I know that.
hopefully, he can hook something up, try to help us out.
So if you go along with the Chromags, I saw them at the Ritz, and they had pretty much, turned it a bit more metalized, as you can say.
Metalized?
But, is that the direction that you're seeing yourself going, or?
Well, their new tunes, if you listen to them, are just, they're great, the new tunes. Like, they're not like totally cliched metal songs, like stupid solos and like that. They worked this shit out. They were good. So hopefully that'll be a compliment even to go where they're going, because their stuff is like not even heard of, their new stuff. There's some great tunes on that. But as long as the new songs are just like, they're just kind of different. Not as like crazy, throwing, crashing around, the drum machines. Try to be a little more tight and a little more strict. Try to get different ideas out there. Not taking any tune that comes along. Try to hold out for a good tune. But we have like 9 new tunes. So, second album's going to be out before the first album.
Because speaking of like keeping it tight and all that, there's so many bands that kind of, you just see a 7-inch all of a sudden from a band, or that you know has been maybe on a demo tape, and you have no idea how they got a record deal or how they put it out. And
we could have done that, I guess, but we try to hold out for the best thing. Because we could have like played, when we first came out into like a 7-inch, but look back at it in horror, we'd like total doo-doo, don't deal with it. So we held out and for the best lineup, and the band was we were practicing like forget about it. We just waited for the best time, and luckily we did it then.
Who's calling? My God, persistent little buggers. Should we answer? You want to answer this on the air?
Oh shit!
This could be kind of scary.
Hello, you're on the air. Yo, what's up? Who's this? Oh yeah. What do you want to hear? Oh, cool. That was a good show. Yeah, that was cool. So what do you want to hear, man? All right, I'll play something off the record. I'll play Unexpected. All right? All right, man. Take it easy. All right. Bye. What was that?
It's nice to know that there's people out there that, Whoa. He's screaming, man. I turned this thing off.
Yeah, that boy Unexpected.
It's pretty scary.
Unexpected.
Now, speaking, I just wanted to ask you about these shows that have like 15 bands on them or whatever it is. Do you think that benefits? Using all the same equipment.
Well,
wouldn't it be better just to have one really?
Well, when you have the same equipment, it saves time breaking down the sets, and that saves like a good hour.
But each band only gets to play,
just
a couple of songs.
Well, it's just good to pay the Ritz, but what are you gonna do? To have 11 bands on one bill, if we had everyone playing half-hour sets, we'd be on 3 in the morning.
Right. It all becomes a blur after a while, though.
Yeah, like who wants to hear like 20 bands play, really loud and stuff like that? Because I wouldn't want to do that either. So we're only playing a short set. We're not playing like 3 hour long, forget about finales. So we keep it short and sweet. So because I know I wouldn't want to be there hearing everyone make noise. So keep it short.
We have some giveaways to do, so we're going to do one now and one a little later. So this one, I guess, would be for the LPs.
Oh, cool.
So I think we have, how many LPs do we have? 5. 5 to give away to 5 lucky winners, and we need a question of interest.
A question of interest. All right, what was the original name of the band before Leeway? I think we used that for like 3 shows or something like that, 84. So only people from Astoria are going to know that. So we'll see what happens.
So we'll have 5 people from Astoria getting these LPs. Okay.
Boys.
You know the number. It's 212-998-1818. If you know the original name of Leeway before Leeway, then you got yourself their new LP, which is Born to Expire. And the song we are now going to hear, Rise and Fall, on WNYU's Crucial Chaos. WNYU Leeway, Born to Expire, the LP we've been playing. This song was Be Loud. Before that, Rise and Fall. Congratulations going out to Mike, Ramon, Andrew, Tracy, and Lowell, who all knew, is that it? Yeah. Who all knew the answer to the question that it was Young Rules.
Young Rules, yeah.
The original name of Leeway when they were just kids from Astoria before the powerful band. Today. I want to ask you guys, I was reading the lyrics and it's like completely opposite of what you think of the New York, positive scene, whatever. It's got like...
Oh, that's Eddie Babbling. That's Eddie Babbling. Well, he's not typical at all, he doesn't talk about like stabbing in the back or anything slight like that, That's about things that he knows. So I'm all behind him for that. I don't
Yeah,
even,
it's
I don't even try to
constructive.
write lyrics. He has his own little mind and his little insanity that he does. And he takes care of it very well.
It's kind of depressing, but refreshing at the same time.
Well,
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
it's kind of original in a way.
Yeah, it's got what about being pushed on the tracks.
That's unexpected. Yeah, that's little short stories that he was writing.
Is there any of these true besides the Bernard
Oh,
Getz
okay.
one?
But he wrote about like Union Square train station, whatever. Like he was shooting. He just babbled about that for a while. Then Self-Defense was about the Getz thing, which is really old right now. But if the album would have been out, it would have been current events. But now it's like old news.
Well, I guess you preserve it for the future generations.
Served in
So
vinyl.
screwed up New York always was. And I think there's all these, like, I guess Born to Expire kind of says it all, the attitude of
Well, yeah, it's like
some of these songs,
it's just facts. That's just about it. But what do you want to write about? You can't write about stab in the back and don't do drugs, whatever like that. It's all been said before. So I'd rather have him write about something that he believes in or something that he knows about than talking about whatnot.
So what's the new stuff? Is it all same kind of...
More babbling. More babbling. We have a song Softway Out was about the kids in Jersey who were committing suicide in Richfield, I think it was, in Jersey. Some Jersey. But it was that was about the suicide stuff, and then he wrote a song about addiction. It has nothing to do with a straight edge thing, but it's more down to earth and street style, which is really about not like I don't even want to say anything, but it's like it's more down to earth. In other words, So he just take care of that. What should we say right now?
Well, so, no, if he was listening, maybe he would have called, but I guess he's out and about.
He's writing more songs someplace. That's what he's doing. I don't know.
He's in a train station, getting pushed on the tracks or something. I don't know. Well, we do have, I guess, these other tickets to deal with, since our show is running low on time.
Oh, for the Ritz?
Yeah.
Any other question?
Do you have one?
All right, who was the first drummer of the bands?
All right.
I know more people from the stories than that.
Okay, so let's just get this whole entire countdown of who is playing Super Bowl of Hardcore. Let me know if there have been any changes
Okay.
or alterations on my list. I have Youth of Today,
Yeah.
Cause for Alarm,
Check.
okay, Breakdown,
Yeah.
Scream, Larry, Scream. Larry's here, and he's not even making any noise. What can you do? Leeway, I guess you guys are playing, okay. Warzone, that's happening. Sick of It All, going
Yes.
down. Okay, Raw Deal,
Yeah.
Iceman,
Oh, yeah.
Gorilla Biscuits,
Mm-hmm.
Judge,
Yep.
and Abomination.
Abomination, yes.
Is that the whole thing?
Supposedly, that's it. Maybe some.
When do you guys
surprise,
go on?
but
Are you the major headliners? Or
we're
what?
like, yeah, it's a record release party for the album.
Uh-huh.
So hopefully we'll have like a little party there. But it's the album's coming out Monday, so
You're going to be
that's
throwing
like
it?
a party for the album to come out.
Okay, you're going to be throwing them in the audience and stuff? or-
Yeah, they'll be sitting around hitting people and jumping on people's heads. And we'll have like flats for the album to give out and T-shirts. We have T-shirts. Actually, we do have T-shirts and buttons and hats. Our first line of merchandise. Thanks to my friend Mike in Astoria, hooked that up. So we finally have some sort of like publicity. It's been so long.
What about, wait, I want to ask you about the cover of this LP. Wait, hold on.
That was done by Devin Stone.
Okay, it's
Actually Da Vinci's Man that was made in like whatever DC or whatever. I don't know. It's an old painting by Da Vinci, and Devin just went crazy and did his own thing.
Devin has done...
He did the Breakdown
covers,
shirt.
right?
He did Altercation shirt. He just did the new Raw Deal shirt. So he's getting around.
It's pretty wild looking. It's like
That's crazy.
this old...
That's insane.
I don't know, you're just going to have to see it when it comes out in the stores, but it looks like he's being hung like Jesus with like 4 arms and 4 legs and a lot of gray hair. I don't know. You're just going to have to decide what you think it is. All these people are calling. We're still chatting, so I guess we have to kind of close things off. Got any other words of wisdom?
Well, we know we're playing the show at the Ritz.
Right. And what else?
And then the album's
In
coming
March?
out on Monday. And then hopefully we'll be on the Chromag tour, which is happening to us in March when their album comes out, which is bad. It's called Best Wishes. And maybe the Bad Brains. Hopefully we get the Bad Brains tour.
Okay, and Taj is still singing with them, right?
Yes, yeah, I think we're still with them. And Mackie's on drums. So hopefully we can go down with that. That really helps us out. And after that, who knows? will still be alive,
Are
hopefully.
you working on another LP now? This one took 2 years, or are you just gonna...
Well, we have all the tunes ready. Like I said, we have like 9 tunes already. So
Oh, okay.
the song's got to be down better, and then we'll probably record in like 8 months.
With Chris again, you think? Or?
Hopefully we got Chris to do it because we're happy with that. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, I love making these people wait. Isn't this great?
Yeah. Cool.
All right, so it's the name of the first drummer for Leeway.
Yeah.
And it's 212-998-1818, as if you haven't guessed. The song we're going to end with is about the Bernard Getz and all that stuff. Self-defense, from Born to Expire, and WNYU's Crucial Chaos.